Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Monday. We're right back to the top of the workshop looking at the top performing map of the moment, and it's this one, and it's glorious. Now, if you've got a top PC, well, you're going to love this one. If you've got a lesser performing PC, well, there is an alternate map by the same creator, the same map, but with far fewer details. So you can choose the one that works best for you. Now, as a creator you might recognise, we have done them just twice in the past, episode 702 where they got 10 stars, and episode 822, the second map of last year, and they got 14 stars, and it was so good it went onto the shortlist for the Map of the Year series. So it's definitely going to be a creator that you should recognise, let's put it that way. But before we do any of that, let's head on over to a daily reminder, because you know, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Kolam Bulan by Hooper, and that map that you might recognise, Springtime in Banff. But we're not going to go back to that, we're going to move on to this one. Now, if there was a start square, which there isn't because this is a converted save game, this would be the start square. And then you've got your terrain heights, which look like that. It's a realistic vibe map, although it's not an actual real life location. Then you have your resources. There's a lot of trees. Going to be an awful lot of forestry going on with this map if you really want to get in and play that kind of way. And then, of course, fishing. If you have Sunset Harbour, we have all the varieties of fish as well. Excellent work. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today, but there is a little bit of a subscription list to this version of the map, including network extensions to Prop and Tree Anarchy, Unlimited Trees mod, Fine Road, and so forth and so forth. Also Theme Mixer 2. Definitely going to get an all-star here because it does say there, thanks to BonBon. If you want to get 5 stars across the board, just say thank you to me in the description and you get it. Oh, hang on. No, that's against the rules. Well, we'll see what we can do anyway. The one-click collection we have, and it has everything that you're going to need. Again, this is the full Technicolor version of the map, and there is a light version as well. And I'll try to remember to link both into the description. If I don't, then it's going to be easy to find, isn't it? We'll be using the Kolam Bulan theme mix and the Reaper's photorealistic final LUT. In terms of the, you'll see the sprites down on the ground of the grasses and the rocks. Normally I switch those off for the reviews because I don't like them, but when there is a custom map theme put together by the creator, well, part of the theme that you can customize is the sprites. So in the event of there being sprites and a custom map theme mix, then I leave the sprites up and live because clearly that's how it's supposed to be. First intersection coming on up ahead, and this is it's all really nice. It's all really nice. In fact, there's so much to see on this map that we're going to be flying over pretty quickly, just taking as much as we can, and we'll stop every now and then for a nice bit of. I mean, I love the rock detailing on this. I can't really call it a roundabout, but it's like a little bit of rough ground there that the intersection's been built around. I'm just loving everything here, and I'm loving the supports on the bridges, the pillar placement on the bridges, all of it excellent. Love it. Even the foliage work down this central median is really very nice as well. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you to look at the backdrop and the background and the hills and the mountains because you're going to be doing that anyway. I certainly would be doing it if I was watching this as you. In fact, as I was flying along the roads here, one of the things I was doing was looking at the backdrop going, oh, I want to play this map. I so want to play this map. It is so nice. Very tropical, if you like this tropical vibe. It's kind of based on a location. I think it was Indonesia, as the inspiration was taken from a location within Indonesia. But yeah, it's a really lovely vibe map. Lots of tropical trees and tropical vibes going on. Heading down towards the next intersection here, slip roads going off there. We haven't gone for the lane mathematics or anything. I don't think it really matters that much, but those of you that want lane mathematics, then how about that for an intersection? Yeah, you can put your own mathematics into this if you really want to. But yes, it's all elevated over a water feature, and it is just so slickly done. The pillar there, I thought it was going to be a problem, but no. And I thought there was bound to be a problem under here as well, but no problems going on under there either. Yeah, lovely intersection place over the water feature. Looks amazing. And we're going to head on down. We're working our way around towards what would be the start square. Now, there isn't, strictly speaking, a start square on the map. There's a whole bunch of instructions regarding how to load up the map because it is a converted save game. I'll show you this little bridge here as well. Again, loving the pillar work here. The whole thing just works really very lovely indeed. So yes, because there is no start square as such, you can't play the game as a unlock game where you buy we have the initial tile and then you buy the tiles around it. You're gonna have to unlock everything, and it's not going to suit for everybody, and that, if anything, is the one thing holding back the map. It's not really holding back the map for most people, because most of us would be very happy just to unlock the whole thing and then build around as you go. Anyway, yes, I'm just trying to show you around the map. It's just honestly so much going on with this map, like the detailing on the right there with the wall holding up the rock falls, etc. That is superb. And then we'll fare around this way and we'll get to the next intersection, and we're getting close now towards what would be the start square. Another very slick, smooth intersection where you're expecting there to be some problems here or there. It's bound to be a pillar out of place. Look at the detailing over here. Just a little bit of rubble detailing there. That is lovely. But no, no pillars out of place. In fact, I'm just loving every single thing with this intersection. All the smoothness of the ramps. Only thing you could ask for more would be lane mathematics, and I don't really think it's absolutely essential to have it. Heading on over towards the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge, and it's a good big old bridge, double layer big old bridge as well. We can see here we got not just a road highway, sorry, but we have the rail coming in under here as well. Look at the way it's lined with the pillars, and then comes in, slickly moves through here. Pillars move out of the way to make room for the highway to come in and under, and then we have the rail as well joining it for the trip underneath. So you've got the highway running along the top and the national road and the rail running along underneath, and we have a great pillar work as well. Very nice work indeed. I don't know what more to tell you really. Even loving the island in the middle with the pillars sat on the island. And then this peels off this way, and we've got what would be the start square right here. So yeah, if you want to play it start square style, that's where you're going to start off. Now we're going to have a look at the rail. Now there's a recommendation to possibly switch off using catenary replacer. I've left the rail, apart from a little splash of blue mantle. Can you see the splash of blue mantle right there? Tiny little hint of blue mantle. But yes, I feel that having had a look at the catenary switched on, there's nothing wrong with them. There's no catenary chaos anywhere on the map, and I'm very happy to leave it switched on. I know the option was there to switch it off, and if it's covered in the description, I mean, if the description says switch it off, I would have switched it off, but I don't feel there is any need. The only concern was that there might be a little bit of misalignment of of the portals. But there isn't. Everything is very slick indeed. Going into a tunnel underneath the highway there, the rail. In fact, I think there's 3 different rail routes all meeting up in the middle of the map, and they're all really very nice. I thought I'd come this way because of the tunnels. This just is a little bit different from elsewhere on the map. and we'll take a look a little bit further on into the review at another spot with the rail, which it does something a little bit different. Anyway, heading down now towards the edge of the map. So I think about now we'll be thinking about, do you reckon there'll be shipping routes on this map? Place your bets now. Again, more support walls there. Very nice indeed. So yeah, after the intermission, we'll come back, we'll do the shipping, we'll do the water flow, and I'll take you around some of the nicely detailed areas on the map, not just the highways and the networks, because we like that, don't we? And so back to Kolam Bulan by Hooper and shipping routes. We've got one that comes right in from the edge of the map. We've got the lovely little shipping triangles there to avoid the right angle turns. Everything's very slick and clean. Shipping route comes up here into the main bay area, if you got bay area, harbour area up here, and there's even a rail connection there as well, so you can have it all connecting up nicely. Water flow, it's a realistic map with realistic working rivers with good strong water flow on all of them. So if that's what you're looking for in a playable map, definitely no problem at all with water flow going down through your rivers and out into the bay. Very nice indeed. So let's have a think about the map as a whole. What do I think? I love this. I'm loving the terrain work. Again, the big buildable space in the middle of the map, not perfectly flat, but have a look here. You can see the water ripples coming down off of the river. Can you see that? That's causing a very slight problem, very slight one, mini one. If you have a look here, you can see the green underneath the water there. Every now and then you'll get a glitch of water, like we've got one coming up here, that is quite large and actually will show the grass texture underneath the water. So what I do is I just do a little bit more sand painting along there just to extend that out. And it's not too bad. It's certainly not every minute or so, but every few minutes there'll be one of those little water glitches coming along and gloops out enough that you can actually see a moderate chunk. I mean, it's not map breaking at all, but there we are. I'm loving the rock work here as well. I mean, it's more a question of where the trees aren't painted is what makes this map so special. If you have a look here up on the mountain, we have got some thinned areas where there have been rockfalls in the past, the craggy areas where there's no trees at all, and it looks and feels like it really should be. A little lake over here. We've got quite a few little lakes around here. And with the reeds, just to bring it to life a little bit. One thing I find with the water on this particular map, it's got kind of an emulsion vibe to it, and that might be down to the cube map that I'm using for the sky, because this is reflecting the cube map. So I'm not going to mark down the map on this alone, because frankly, a vanilla sky might be different. I don't know, but it certainly has a real emulsion-y kind of vibe with the cube map that I'm using. Loads of little lakes dotted around. Now, when I did my first fly over this, I found one lake amongst all of them that had trees. Actually, well, there was a lot of drowned trees in it. Oh, let me show you this lake. This lake's a little bit different. Okay, first of all, it's out in the middle of nowhere, but there used to be a footbridge, and the footbridge is a little bit broken and busted. Look at that. And then you find your way across the footbridge to what would be an old temple or some kind of a shrine type area, and it has that whole eastern vibe to it, because if we're over in Indonesia, that is kind of the east, isn't it? It's very nice, very, very nice indeed. Anyway, as I was saying, there was a lake somewhere, and I've been unable to find it. I've done a little bit of lake hopping. Oh, I like in this as well. This is the backside of the mountain, and it's got a slightly different vibe to this sloping side. And again, we've got these like slightly thinned out areas where there's been rock falls and possibly some deforestation as well. That's all really nice. But yeah, I've looked everywhere for that lake a second time. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. And as I can't show it to you, I can't really mark down the map on it. But yeah, there was a few too many drowned trees in that one particular little lake. A few dotted islands around here as well. So good rock work as always. And then we've got some driftwood and decals on the beach, which just make the beach come a little bit more to life as well. Wow, isn't this just one of those wow maps, yeah? Heading over this way, this like swampy type area. I did say we're coming to find another bit of rail somewhere, and what we got here is the rail elevated across and through the swamp, and that is just really very nice as well. And I'm just trying to think what else I've got to show you before we go back to the start square. I think we'll go to the start square now. What's the no, I'm looking for I'm telling you, there's definitely a lake somewhere with about 30% drowned trees in it. But no. Just no. Okay, we'll just pretend that there isn't then. Yeah, I think so. So yes, I'm still scanning around. No, I've given up. Right, okay, start square area. Now the area that you're going to be building in is relatively flat. It's realistic. We have undulations, but it's not stupidly hilly. I'll switch the lines of terrain on in a moment so you get a better idea for just how gentle it is. It's fairly gentle, very gentle. And there we go. And we have reached the moment where we can throw this up. The asset review. And it's the Brazilian commercial low pack L1 by AliTarGz. Now, this was a commission that Ali has put together for somebody, and they very kindly shared it with the entire workshop. So thank you very much, guys. So yes, if you're doing the Brazilian build and you want to have some low density commercial, then this is definitely the pack for you. And we'll do factoids, because factoids, I think, says he, opens up his book to the original title for the best-selling book, Gone with the Wind, was Bar Black Sheep. Now, there's probably a copyright on that, so and imagine how short it would have been. Yes, sir. Frankly, my dear, and all of that. Anyway, yes, Brazilian commercial low pack L1. Let me come down, show you the front of some of these units. Now, I think this one's a bank. I did a little bit of Googling. I think that is a bank. Doesn't look like a bank to me, but it could be. This is your cosmetics store. And the lady in the poster there has got lots of bags of cosmetics. There's your pharmacy, stroke drugstore, stroke chemist, 24 hours. I think this is where you buy your computer ink and toner. And this is where you get your tyres changed. Anyway, Brazilian commercial low pack L1 by AliTarGz. Today's asset pack of the day. Right, okay, so what are we thinking? Your chance to vote on the map, is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But what do I think of today's map? Well, I'll tell you once we find a decent screenshot. I reckon somewhere about there. Aesthetically, it's very nice indeed. I absolutely love it. The only thing that I find at all distracting is the emulsion type vibe to the water, but again, I think that's as much to do with the reflection from the cube map, which isn't actually part of the map. So I'm gonna go 5 stars. I can't see how this could be any better. Detailing. My only major grumble, other than the trees that I couldn't find the second time, is the water just glooping a little bit, showing a little bit of the green underneath the surface. I'm going to go for a very high 4 stars. And for gameplay potential, the only thing holding this back for me is the fact, because it's a converted save game, if you want to play it as a standard tile buying game, you can't. I still think it's very playable. I'm still going to give it 4 stars. I just don't think the extra option is there for a 5th. What do I think of Kolam Bulan? I think it gets a seal of approval. Great work, Cooper. Absolutely superb. 1 map a year is fine when they are that good. Don't rush them out. Take your time. Build your map. Enjoy it. Share it with the community. And everybody will just love your work. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. For 100 population points, use the word of the day into the comments and show you're part of the 20 and out elite. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon.